physics world. Today we can discuss about motion. Do you know what about motion? Every day we can see several examples of motion in our daily life. For example, moving car, birds, raindrops, walking, playing, trains, especially Earth. Earth rotates to the sun, and also sunset, sunrise, seasons. You know, these are the several examples of motion. First of all, we discuss about what is motion. Motion means the object change their position in a certain time. The object is change the position in time part. That is called motion. Object change their position in certain time part. The object change their position in certain time part, that is called motion. In these situations or these examples, every example we can observe different types of motions are there. In these examples, we can observe different types of motions are there. First one is translatory motion. Translatory motion. What is meant by translatory motion? Translatory motion means the object moving on a straight line. The object is moving on the straight line. That is called translatory motion. Translatory motion. For example, moving car. Moving car. Next, moving bus. Moving bus. Walking. These are the examples of translatory motion. Next, second one is rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. What is meant by rotatory motion? The object rotate in a fixed point. The object rotates in a fixed point. That is called rotatory motion. The object is rotated in fixed point. That is called rotatory motion. For example, ceiling fan. Next, Earth rotates sun. Ceiling fan, Earth rotates sun. Next, third one, oscillatory motion. What is meant by oscillatory motion? What is meant by oscillatory motion? Oscillatory motion means the motion of the object to fro at a fixed path. That is called oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion means the object moving to fro at a fixed point. At a fixed point. That is called oscillatory motion. For example, pendulum clock. Pendulum clock. In this pendulum clock, the pendulum will be motion of the fixed point from to fro. That means it has these types of structure from to fro. It means it will be oscillated. It will be oscillated. The pendulum will be oscillated from to fro. And once again we can repeat translatory motion. Translatory motion means the object moving on a straight line. That is called translatory motion. For example, moving car, moving bus, walking. These are the examples are given. For example, show the image. This is the image, translatory motion. In this image and in this picture, you can observe the car. The car is moving on straight line. The car is moving on the straight line. Okay, from A to B position. From A to B position. First of all, the car is standing on A position. After some time, it will be moving on the B position. That means it forms as a straight line. The car is traveling on the straight line. That is called translatory motion. Translatory motion. Next, we can discuss about rotatory motion. What about rotatory motion? Rotatory motion means the object moving on or rotating on a certain axis. That is called rotatory motion. The object is rotate on a fixed axis. That is called rotatory motion. For example, ceiling fan. Earth rotate the sun. For example, you can see the picture. These are the ceiling fan. These are the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan. The ceiling fan contains the blades, 3 blades. It will be rotated. It will be rotated in the fixed axis. It will be rotated in the fixed axis. That means it is a rotatory motion. It is a rotatory motion. The ceiling fan blades contain rotates with supporting of the strand. That means it is an axis. That means the motion of the object rotated in a fixed axis. That is called rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. Next, we can discuss about oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion means the object moving to fro at the fixed point. At the fixed point. That is called oscillatory motion. For example, this is a pendulum clock. This is a pendulum clock. The pendulum clock contains the pendulum. These pendulum will be moves to fro. That means these type of pendulum. These are the pendulum. These pendulum will move from to fro. These are the oscillatory motion. These are the oscillatory motion. Next, we can discuss about motion and rest. Motion and versus rest. Already we told about what is motion. Motion means the change of object, their position. The change of the object, their position. That is called motion. For example, moving car. Moving car from A to B. From A to B. This is a car. The car is travel from A position to B position. A position to B position. That means the car have change of motion, change of place, change of place. That will be the car have motion. The car have motion. The car have motion. The car is changes their position. The car is change their position in certain time. In certain time. In certain time. The object is change their position in certain time. That is called motion. Already we told that motion means the object change their position in certain time. That is called motion. The car moving on A to B. That means the car having motion. The car having motion. Next, what is rest? What is rest? If one person standing on the tree, if one person standing on the tree, what we say that the person is not any change in the position. That means the object is the rest position. Rest position. What is rest? Rest means, for example, one person is standing on the tree. You can see that the person is standing on the tree. That means it have no change their position. That means the person has the rest position. It means rest means does not change their position. Does not change their position. Does not change their position is called rest. Next, motion is relative. Motion is relative. What is meant by relative? Relative has a particular quantity only when compared with something else. Relative means has particular quantity. Has particular quantity only when compared to something else. Relative means it has a particular quantity only when compared to something else. Means for example, this is house. This is a house. This is a house. That means it is a position. House. This is a position. He is Shyam. He is Ram. Both persons are there in position. From Shyam towards the house. From Shyam towards the house is left side. From Shyam the house is left side. left side. From Sham, the house is left side. From Ram, towards Ram. Towards Ram, the house is right side. Right side. These situations, two conditions are right. Two conditions are right. That means in these two persons says the house of the position of the house. Sham towards the house is left side. Ram towards the house is right side. In these situations are right. That means the left and right are relative. That means the left and right are relative. That means comparison. Comparison. Relative. Relative means when compared with something else. When comparing with something else. It is a physical quantity. Physical quantity. For example, at Hyderabad, 8:30 a.m. At New York, 9 p.m. That means it is day, is night. In these conditions are right. In both conditions are right. That means Hyderabad 8:30 a.m. and New York is 9 p.m. Both times are both conditions are right when we comparing with day and night. It means day and night is relative. Day and nights are relative. That means comparison with something else. Comparing with something else. Next, another example. If you take 3 sticks. If you take 3 sticks. Stick 1. Stick 2. Stick 3. If you take 3 sticks, different lengths. Stick 1, stick 2, stick 3. From 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, you can observe stick 1 is short when compared to stick 2. From 1 and 2, stick 1 is short, stick 2 is long. From 2 and 3. From 2 and 3. Stick 2 is short, stick 3 is long. That means these three sticks comparing with the length. Comparing with the length. Comparing with length or heights. These sticks you can comparing with the lengths and heights. That means it is relative. Relative means already we say that. Relative means when comparing with something else. When comparing with something else. Something else. Relative means when comparing with something else. That is called relative. How can you say that motion is relative? How can you say that motion is relative? Next we can discuss about motion is relative. Motion is relative. Next we can discuss about motion is relative. Okay. Next we can discuss about Motion is relative. Motion is also relative. How can you say that the motion is relative? For example, if a person O standing on a road. Next, there has a bus. A and B. This is a bus. It is a bus. The moving bus contains two persons A and B. The moving bus contains two persons A and B. It has standing on an observer O. The observer O says that seeing that the observer O seeing that A and B are motion. Towards the observer, the A and B are motion position. Next, the B seeing that observer O. The B seeing on the observer O. It is a rest position. Once again, we can say that motion is also relative. How can you say that motion is relative? For example, one person, that means O, it is an observer. The observer is standing on a road. Next, it contains a one moving of bus. The bus contains two passengers A and B. The passenger A and B is motion. Through the observer of O seeing that A and B passengers, it will be a motion position. Now passenger B seeing that observer O, it has a rest position. That means rest and motion are relative. That means it will be compared. Comparing of words. Can discuss about distance and displacement. Next, we can discuss about distance and displacement. What is distance? For example, take an curved path. This is point A, point B, point C, point D, point E, F and Z. In this curved path, the car is moving. On this direction. This curved path, the car is moving on this direction. For example, if A to B is 3 meters and B to C is 4 meters and C to D is 5 meters and D to E is 6 meters and E to F is 7 meters and F to G is 8 meters. Next, if you A to Z, see it is 18 meters. 18 meters. For example, distance and displacement. For example, take an example of the car moving on a circular path, a different path. That means the car is travel on A to B and B to C and C to D and D to E and E to Z. The length of the car, that means AB and BC and CD plus EF and EF and GF. That means the distance of the car, the distance of the car is 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. 7, 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 5, 12, 12 plus 6, 18, 18 plus 7, 25, 25 plus 8, 33 meters. That means the car travelled from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, E to G. Totally the distance is 33 meters. Now, the car is travel on directly A to G. The car is travel on directly A to G. That means the length is AG is equal to 18 meters. 18. The length AG is equal to 18 meters. That means if you says that distance of the car is 33 meters and the displacement of the car is 18 meters. Displacement of the car is 18 meters. That means we can say that distance is a long length. Distance is a long length. Displacement is a short length. That means distance is long length. Distance is a long length. Displacement is a short length. Short length of the points. Short length of the points. It means distance is long length. Next, displacement, short length. It contain direction. That means distance is scalar quantity. Distance is scalar quantity. Next, displacement is vector quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. What is meant by scalar quantity? What is meant by vector quantity? Now we can discuss about quantities. That is physical quantities. The physical quantities are two types. One is scalar and second one is vector. The physical quantities are two types. One is scalar and second one is vector. What is scalar and what is vector? What is scalar and what is vector? Scalar means it contain only magnitude. Scalar means it contain only magnitude. For example, mass, length, okay, temperature, work, energy. These are the scalar quantities. Scalar quantity. It contain only magnitude. Example, mass, length, time, work, energy, temperature. These are called scalar quantities. Next, what is vector quantity? Vector quantity means it contain magnitude and also direction. It contain magnitude and also direction. That is called vector quantity. Vector quantity means it contain magnitude and also direction. That is called vector quantities. For example, displacement, velocity, acceleration, impulse. These are the examples of vector quantities. Vector. Next, vector. Vector you can denote it as a line segment. The vector will be denoted by the line segment. For example, point to point B. A is a tail part and B is the head part. A is a tail and B is a head. I mean, it is initial point, initial and final. That means A to B length denotes magnitude. The length of AB denotes magnitude. The A to B direction, the arrow denotes direction. First of all, vector is a line segment. We can denote it by line segment of vector. For example, initial point of A to B. A is the initial point and B is the final point, and also we can call as A is a tail and B is a head point. Next, the length of A to B The length of A to B denotes magnitude. The arrow denotes the direction. The A to B arrow will be denotes the direction. Totally, the line segment of AB. Totally, the line segment of AB is a vector duration. Totally, the line segment of AB is a vector. It means it contain magnitude and direction. AB is a vector. It contain magnitude, length, and also direction. The arrow of the direction. Units. CGS units. Length. It denotes meter. In CGS units, you can measure length in meters. In SI unit, in CGS units, length will measure in centimeter. And SI unit, the length will measure in meter. Next, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Next, we can discuss about speed and velocity. What is meant by speed? Speed means the distance covered by a unit time. That is called speed. The distance covered by a unit time. That is called speed. That means speed is equal to distance by time. Speed is equal to distance by time. Okay. That means in CGS units, the speed is equal to distance in centimeter per second. Time will be denoted as seconds. Time is denoted as seconds in both units, CGS and MKS or SI. CGS and SI, time will measure in seconds. Speed is equal to distance by time. The CGS unit of speed is equal to centimeter per second. Next, the SI unit of speed is equal to meter per second. Speed equal to distance by time. Already we told that speed is equal to distance by time. Speed means the distance covered by a unit time. CGS units of speed is equal to distance means length. Length in CGS units is centimeter. Time in CGS unit is second. Next, SI or MKS. speed is equal to distance in meter, time in a second. That means speed is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. Speed is a scalar quantity. Next we can discuss about velocity. What is meant by velocity? Velocity means the displacement covered by a unit time. That means you can say that the displacement covered by a unit time. That is called velocity. That means displacement by time. Displacement by time. The displacement in CGS units of velocity, displacement is also a short length, but will be also a measuring on centimeters, and time will be measuring on seconds. The CGS units of velocity is centimeter per second. Next, the SI and MKS. The SI and MKS units of velocity. Velocity is equal to meter by second. Meter per second. SI and MKS units of velocity is equal to meter per second. It means velocity is a vector. Velocity is a vector. That means it contain direction and magnitude. It contain direction and magnitude. We can discuss about example. A car moving on a east direction. Suppose a car moving on a east direction. For example, A to B. The car travel in east direction. The car travel from east direction A to B. The distance is 5 kilometers and 6 seconds time. The car travel in east direction from A to B, 5 kilometers 6 seconds. What is the speed? Speed is equal to, already we know that, already we says that speed is equal to distance by time. In this situation, distance means AB by time. AB is equal to 5 kilometers. And time is 6 seconds. Okay, we can change in kilometers to meters. Next we can change the kilometers to meter. That means the 5 kilometers will be changes to 5,000 meters. The 5 kilometers will be changed to 5,000 meters. Already we says that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. Already we say that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. That's why 5 into 1,000, that is 5,000 by 6. Okay, this is the speed of the car. Next, velocity. Velocity of the car. velocity of the car. Velocity is equal to same process, displacement by time. Same, that means 5000 by 6 seconds. 5000 meter by 6 seconds. But direction, we can denote it as direction. Which direction? It is east. It is east. The car moving on east direction with velocity is 5000 by 6 meter per second. 5000 by 6 meter per second to the east direction. That is the velocity of the car. We can discuss about average speed and average velocity. Average speed and average velocity. What is average speed and what is average velocity? For example, take an example. One person travel A to B and B to C, A to B and B to C. That means these are 3 kilometers and 4 kilometers, 5 seconds and 6 seconds time. What is the speed? What is the speed? Average speed. That means average speed. Average speed is equal to AB plus BC. AB plus BC. Next, total time. That means 3 plus 4 by 5 plus 6. That means 7 by 11 kilometers per second. That means you can say that speed is equal to, average speed is equal to total distance by total time. The person travel from A to B and B to C. We can measuring the average speed. Then we count total distance. That means AB plus BC. And also total time, AB and BC. That means 3 plus 4 is equal to 7, 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. 7 by 11 is the average speed of the A to B and B to C of the person. Next, average velocity. Average velocity means displacement by total time. In this situation, the displacement means the shortest length AC. Shortest length AC is the displacement of total time T1 plus T2. That means AC is equal to 5 kilometers per 11 seconds. 5 kilometers per 11 seconds. In this situation, average speed contains 7 by 11 kilometers and average velocity contains 5 by 11 seconds. Okay, that means the average speed has the direction of AC due to Pythagoras theory. Due to Pythagoras theorem. The displacement by total time is the average velocity and total distance by time is the average speed. Today class we can discuss about what is motion. First of all, what is motion? We can discuss about motion. What is motion? Motion means change of the object position. I mean position, change of position of object, that is called motion. Next, we can discuss about rest. Rest means the object does not change position. Does not change position. Does not change position. Change position is motion. Does not change position is rest. Okay. Next, we can discuss about relative. Relative means it is a physical quantity of physical quantity, and when comparing with something. When comparing with something else. When comparing with something else. Quantity when comparing with something else. Examples are day and night. You can say that. Day and night. Left and right. Okay. Height and weight. Height and length. These are the rest and motion. These are the relative words. Next, we can discuss about distance and displacement. Distance and displacement. Distance means distance is long length of the path. Long length of the path is called distance. That means it contains only magnitude. That means it is a scalar. Displacement. It is a short length. That means two endpoints. Two endpoints are contained. Displacement is a short length. It contains two endpoints. That means it is vector. That means it is direction and magnitude. That's why displacement is a vector. Speed and velocity. Speed means total the distance covered by unit time. That is called speed. The object distance covered by a unit time, that is called speed. Speed is equal to distance by time. That means distance by time. Speed means the object covered by a distance in unit time, that is called speed. Speed is equal to distance by time. V is equal to S by T. S is denoted as distance, T denotes to time. Next, velocity. Velocity means displacement by time. Okay, that means it is also a S by T. But velocity is a vector. And speed is a scalar. That means only magnitude only magnitude. Vector means direction and magnitude. Direction and magnitude. Direction and magnitude. Speed. Average speed means total distance by time. Total distance by total time. Average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Next, average velocity. Average velocity is equal to displacement by total time. Total time. Displacement by total time. That is called average velocity. Average velocity is displacement by total time. Average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Okay, children, I gave an homework to you. Write down the differences between speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. Thank you.